I think one shift that I've very clearly seen in the way conversations around recruitment now happen is, they've become much more holistic, and that's very reflective of where the industry is moving. Sometime back we were discussing career progressions as designers, and what role you get into, where you end up being, and I think all of that is very organic now, and there aren't very strict walls between you being a designer or a design entrepreneur or a business leader. So when we go for recruitments, I think the portfolio definitely is strong part that we look at, right? But apart from that, there are a lot of softer skills which are around communication and how you explain things, right? There are a lot of points around how you look at things, right? What are your, say, world views, right? How do you look at the impact of businesses on, say, environment per se, for example, right? So a lot of interconnected things which should be there from a holistic point of view, right? Because one of the things that was not there when we were, say, design students was that, right? And there was great focus on building a great portfolio, building great skills, right? And then you try to learn a lot of things on the job, and then you climb the ladder, right? Some of it's still there, right? But with the pace that the world's demands and requirements are growing, it's important that a youngster who comes into the industry brings along with him or her a lot of the softer skills as well, right? So yeah, those are few of the things that we look for. It's kind of like, in my mind, like a chicken and egg kind of a relationship, right? Because the way the industry has changed is also a reflection of the change in how design is being taught, right? Or how the requirements from design has evolved. One thing that it reflects in itself is there are, say, a lot of design institutes now, leading to a lot of designers out there now, and then there's a lot of things that are getting built. We sometimes feel that whether is the quality up to the mark, are we moving in the right direction per se, are we building a visual culture on the way, right? These are some of the questions which probably do not get asked as much now. That shift of a lot of design, right, a lot of quick design, a lot of volume has definitely become much more. There are far more design institutes, there are far more design conferences, there are far more design awards, there are many designers, and what's happening is probably the quality is something. I'm not saying that we aren't looking at quality anymore, but because of the volume and the noise around design, maybe that's getting a bit unnoticed and lost. Probably something which happened with the advertising industry, right? The design industry is beginning to now go into that stage where there is enough demand now, right? And there's enough requirement now, and there's also enough designers, right? So yeah, that's what has changed.